It's adorable! Hello everyone, and welcome to Let's Play Drawn to Life. A game that I both love and have a lot of fond memories of, even though I didn't remember the story all that well. Either way, let's just get right into it on our second save file. There are many stories to be told, but this one is special. This is our story. Long before we Raposa existed, there was the Book of Life, the design of the Creator. The Creator drew everything in this book and brought it into existence. First, the Creator formed a circle and drew our world. So one of the major gimmicks and one of the coolest things about this game is that basically anything that helps you along the levels and world, you, the player, draw yourself on the bottom screen. For the most part, we're going to actually be speeding these up by various amounts depending on how long they took. The only ones that aren't are this one, the very last one, and kind of half of one later on for reasons. So let's just draw ourselves a happy little planet, make it blue for all the water. Who needs continents? We'll just make eyeballs, that'll be where the world lives. And we get the white right on in there, get a pupil or two. And what do you say we give it a really derpy smile? Now I should admit, the early drawings are not going to be amazing, but that's also because I'm getting used to having to use the stylus with this, which is just kind of weird. Either way, I'd say it's a happy looking planet. Then the Creator populated the world with our beautiful forests. Alright, now we get to start fast forwarding these. Generally, whenever it comes to this, I try to do my best with the colors given to actually give some depth. Even though we only have 12 colors right now, later on we're going to have upwards, I think, of 25. And clearly, I am Bob Ross level, am I right? Even we Raposa were drawn to life by the Creator's hand. Now, this one, depending if you're on your first playthrough or not, will actually be fairly resembling the Raposa we're going to see later on. I'm actually in particular drawing the one that was on the title screen here. We'll find out about his character in a few moments. And give him a little stick body. Perfect. But that's all changed now. The darkness has come, and the Creator has abandoned us. There's no more need for this book. There's no more need for us. Creator, we need your help. The eternal flame just went out, and the darkness is creeping in. You're the only one we have left. Help us, please. Why don't you respond? How could you just sit there and be silent? Now almost everyone has left the village. You are the Creator of everything. This is your world. Bring it back to what it once was, please. I'm not really feeling it. I will not help you. And I guess it's all over. They boot you back to the title screen. Okay, that's funny. Let's get back to where we just were. Okay, this time, I will help, even though that's hilarious. I have heard your cry and will provide a hero to help restore the village. But first, you must gather the villagers and bring them to Creation Hall. Is that really you? After all this time! I knew you would help us. I'll go and find Joey and my dad. Oh my god, she's adorable. And animated very well. Joey! Joey, come quick! He's not answering. Creator, can you tap on his house to wake him up? And now we need to use the stylus to tap on his screen, so let's do that. The game's gonna have you do this every now and then. For the most part, I'm only showing the stylus now just so you can see it. What's going on? Oh, hey Mari, I was just taking a nap. The Creator just spoke to me. What? That's crazy. The Creator hasn't spoken to anyone in years. I'm supposed to gather everyone in front of Creation Hall. Where's my dad? At the gate. He was trying to convince Isaac and his wife to stay. We have to stop them before they leave. Losing the Eternal Flame was the last straw. Now my shop is covered in darkness. And our daughter is gone. We have to find her. I understand, but we should go out together. This can't wait any longer. We're leaving. Stop, Dad! We have to speak with you! Oh, Mari and Joey. I'm glad you're here. Isaac's daughter went missing. They just left to go search for her. Dad, the creator just spoke to me. The creator told me to gather everyone and bring them in front of Creation Hall. Young Rapo, you've been talking about the creator for months now. Let it go. But Dad, it's true! Mari, stop. We have more important things to worry about. You can't be serious, Dad. I'm with Mari. We should at least give the creator a chance. Mari, stop with this nonsense. The creator abandoned us a long time ago. The villagers are what's important now. This is crazy. No one's listening to me. You believe me, Joey, don't you? Maybe we should listen to your pop. It's Isaac's daughter. Fine then, I'll go myself. No wonder the creator abandoned us. Mari, wait. Oh, Rapo, what am I getting myself into? The door is still sealed. The creator told me to gather the villagers here, but everyone is gone. I'm still here. Maybe you should ask the creator for help? Good idea. Creator, could you open the door? And now we have to tap on the door with our stylus. And boom. Let's hurry inside. Ooh, dusty in here, ain't it? Mari, look at all these books. Creator, why did you bring us here? What do you need us to do? I could create a hero for you, but right now the mayor's in danger. What? My dad is in trouble? Who the Rapo said that? I will create a hero to help you. Wow, the creator spoke. Mari, you weren't kidding. Walk over to the wooden mannequin. I fill this mannequin with my presence. I will add color to its frame and movement to its joints. Together we will restore the village. And now it's time for us to make our player character. And they're going to give us some minor tutorials here in Creation Hall. First up, at least with the player character, you can press the R button to bring up pre-drawn guides. And honestly, they're the best way to make a player character. You can press X to create the one you're selecting, and you can just move left and right to make new ones. Personally, I'm actually going to be using this knight here, but I'm going to be doing some minor edits to it. One thing you should keep in mind when you're making your own, if you are, is that, as you can see here when I zoom in a bit, there are little subsections to the little creation area. Those represent joints. So you should keep that in mind when you're making your own design. Personally, I'm going with this one, not only because nostalgia, because this is what I selected when I first played the game, but also because I feel it's the best representation of a warrior out of everything we need. I am doing minor edits to it, as you are seeing, namely filling in the spaces between the joints to add a bit of a chainmail look, because I don't like the little floating limbs thing. But as for why I'm not making my own hero, even though I consider myself good at making the general stuff we're going to making during levels, as we'll see later on, when it comes to creating a character, I don't have the know-how to make a sprite that good. At least not at the moment. Maybe I will later on in life. Who knows? Maybe if I ever get to the sequel, I'll be able to do that. But for right now, I'm just going to be sticking with this. And we're also getting a good preview of how I'm going to be handling drawings from here on out, because you're going to be hearing this song a lot, the drawing theme. In terms of what you can do with the drawing, as you can see, we have a total of 25 colors there, which are much more better laid out. You have brush sizes, which range from 2 to 3 depending on how zoomed in you are. Paint bucket tool, which does what you think it does. It fills in a large area. Stamp tool, which allows you to add little things to it like eyes and such, but you can only buy those later on. An undo tool, which is extraordinarily useful, and a complete delete tool. There's also a lock tool, but I'll get into that later. Wow, the mannequin came to life! Creator, does it have a name? I didn't think of one until right now, so let's think about this for a second. What installs menace into the hearts of everything villainous? Bartleby. I am the hero of all. Hi, Bartleby. Nice to meet you. We need to go find my dad. The creator said he was in trouble. Well, Bartleby, show us what you can do. He can dance. He can walk. So at least he's most certainly capable of mobility. I guess we should follow. Nice and snowy out here, ain't it? Where's my mummy? That sounded like Isaac's daughter, Cindy. Bartleby, can you find Cindy? She must be close by. And now the camera's going to conveniently show us where it is. Now, unlike other DS games, you cannot move around with the stylus. You have to use the D-pad for that. You can hold the B button to run. And you use the A button to talk to Raposa. Maui, it's a monster Rapo. It's okay, little Rapo. Bartleby's only here to help. Bartleby, thanks for finding Cindy. We should go find her parents now. Meet us at the village entrance, okay? It's to the south. And now we have to go speak with her at the village entrance. Whenever you get a new objective, the game will pop it up like that. And if we look on the bottom screen, we can actually, no, the top screen technically in the bottom right there, we can see what's going up on the top screen for the most part. It's just a map, shows your population and money. All right, let's go search the snowfields. Oh, hello. What do we have here? Silly Rappos and their cute little creation. You're too late. The mayor is already done for. You better not hurt my dad. Who the Rapo are you? No one told you a creepy bedtime story about me? Pity. If you insignificant Rappos must know my name, it's Wilfra. You can forget about rebuilding this village. I've torn up all the pages in the Book of Life. They should be scattered around the world by now. Anyway, I bid you farewell. I have much to attend to. To be sure you don't attempt a pathetic rescue, I'll cover this bridge in darkness. That Wilfra. What do we do now? We should go find your dad. He'll know what to do. The village entrance is blocked by darkness. We could use the village snowgate to get there. Bartleby, meet us at the snowgate, okay? Yeah, it's northwest of here. Just follow the path until it ends. Well, at least this game gets introducing its villain out of the way really quickly. Now, that thing right there, we're going to have to do something about that later. You can actually see a couple elements like that in the world, but for right now, let's just head up here to where the snowgate is. Ooh, that's a nice sprite. Hi, Bartleby. This is the village snowgate. We should probably stay behind. The snowfields can be dangerous. Please, save my dad. He shouldn't be that far away. Just walk up to the gate and push it open. And that means we have to tap on it with the stylus to open it up. Sadly, you can't use the A button for that. That's kind of a dumb implementation, but oh well. And now it's time for a tutorial level. Let's head on over to that sign and read it. Press A to jump. the signs in the early levels are more or less going to be your tutorials or warnings. For the most part, Drawn to Life just plays like a standard platformer. A is your jump button, B doesn't do anything yet, same with X. Y does this little lunge attack, but I put attack in air quotes because it actually can't hurt enemies. And as we'll learn from a later sign, there is a little ground pound you can do. Whenever you see a green arrow on top of a door, you can open it up with a stylus to either gain some coins or access little hidden areas that lead to more coins. Honestly, it's pretty pointless in the long run because it doesn't even hide anything important in that. Rapo-Coins we're going to be using in the store later on. It's nothing useful right now. And here we have one of the other major stylus implementations, Shadow Goo. Shadow Goo, I do believe, is not necessary to beat the game, but if you want to get 100%, it's technically required, even though I think all it does is maybe give you some bonus coins at the end of a stage. Scrape it away with your stylus, and there you go. Whenever you run into Shadow Goo, more often than not, it's not going to be all in one area. It's going to be spread across not only like this, but also across individual level sections, because every level is going to be split up into essentially 3 to 4 areas. And even if you clear all the go into section, you're not, more often than not going to be done. Because say a certain section will have 30%, another will have 20, and the other will have the last 50. Enemies you can damage either by attacking them when we actually get normal attacks later on, or by jumping on them. Shadow Walkers here in particular take 3 jumps. For the most part, enemies will only take upwards of 3 hits to kill. Most of them take 1, some take 2, a couple take 3. Now, I mentioned a ground pound earlier. The way you do that is a bit weird compared to other ground pounds. You need to be holding down in the A button, holding down and then press the A button while you're jumping. It's not like other games where you just have to, like, press another attack button while you're jumping. I'm not sure if it actually does more damage. If it does, it only does 2 compared to the normal 1. But I guess that could potentially be useful here in an early game. Now, as for the Rapo-Coins themselves, the silver is 1. Gold are 5. And these bronze ones we're going to see later on, I guess they're supposed to be maybe reddish, are 10. We'll be doing something about that indoor area in a moment because we have to do our first main object to do that. Whenever you see grids like that, that generally means you're going to be drawing an object soon to fill it in. This is where we can draw objects to help us along our journey. And first we need to draw a fluffy cloud that we can use as a platform. So let's start fast forwarding. I remember when I first made this specific one, when I played this game in 2007, oh god, 10 years ago, I actually mimicked, I think it was a Captain Bob episode where flat bottom, randomly drawn top. Or was that my 8th grade, no, my 6th grade art teacher's thing? I forget. And here we go. They just work as standard platforms. They fall a bit when you step on them, but they actually will never, like, fall all the way to the ground. So now we can backtrack and do a couple things over here, namely jump up here to find our first secret. A 1-up. Well, actually, no, it's not technically a secret. Because this game has little hidden items like that and treasure troves with coins, but it also has secret items in each of the main stages. So now we can come in here and come into these little house areas. House areas are essentially bonuses that lead to even more coins than a green door would otherwise. Because when you open a green door and just get coins straight up, you get like maybe 5 or 6. But when you come into one of these, you generally get upwards of 10 plus. From here on out, I'm going to be basically tripling the speed of these because there's nothing really of note in them aside from the coins, just to save us some extra time. So let's continue on along the path. And that's a heart. The way that your life meter is shown in this game is by your character itself. When you have your pieces all together like this, you have 5 health. But every hit, you lose one of your main parts. Well, I guess you technically have 6 life, like... No, actually, no, you have 5, because you'll lose your arms, your legs, your torso, then your head, and then you'll just be the plain up mannequin. And then when you get hit when you're just a mannequin, you die. And now we need to free the mayor from this cage. I think you can do this by tapping the screen, but I always just press the Y button to tackle it a few times like that. And we found the mayor. Who are you? Eh? A creation hero? So the creator is back! I was such a fool for not listening to Mari. We should get back to the village. It's dangerous here. And that's our tutorial level out of the way. Things are going to get a bit more in-depth from here on out, but that's going to be it for right now. Also, I should mention, the hearts, small ones recover 2 health. Big ones, I think, are a full 5. Dad, you made it back! I was so worried. All thanks to Bartleby. I'm sorry for leaving when I did. I didn't catch up with Isaac or his wife. I hope they're okay. Cindy? Ah, shit. Bartleby, Cindy ran into the snowfields. You need to bring her back. Bartleby, I found something in the snowfields that might help you. It's a snowshooter page for the Book of Life. The creator can draw it for you. And now we need to draw our snow shooter, which is our first weapon that we'll be using with the B button. When it comes to a lot of these, I intend to try and make them generally fit in their guidelines, but it's not like when I first played the game where I basically just did where I filled in the plain boxes they give you. For this, I'm actually adding some amount of depth to them, as well as trying to make them not conventionally fit the general sprite limits, except in the case where it's like a predefined shape, in which case, yeah. Added a bit of 3D to this, sprited around it. I'm a bit inconsistent when it comes to adding outlines to the drawings. It's more or less if it would feel like it looks better with it when I do that. And that's our finished snow shooter. And we can press B to fire in the fields. I think you can also aim it up, but I rarely do that with the weapons in this game. You can aim using the control pad. Bartleby, you'll also see torn pages from the Book of Life in the snowfields. You'll need to collect 4 of them to exit the level gates. Please hurry. Isaac and his family need your help. And now we need to tap on this to enter our first major stage as well as the level maps. But with that, I'm going to need to end this off here. Thank you guys for watching, and in part 2 we'll be starting the game off proper now that we got our little tutorial section out of the way. See you guys then.